Hello, massage enthusiasts. This is Massage Wise, the channel where we hope you get the most out of your massage therapy because I stinking love massage therapy. It's my drugs. And in honor of Mindfulness Day, since Mindfulness Day is a big thing with this university, I decided I was going to do a video on mindfulness and show you guys how you can be mindful with your body. But before we get too far, I need to do the absolute begging for subscription because the algorithm on YouTube is really tricky and it's almost like a mythical beast of its own. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notifications. And if you're really feeling helpful, share my video with others. Brain tip. Several times throughout the day, check in with yourself and bring your awareness to the present moment. Notice what you're doing and thinking rather than just remaining on autopilot. So I said I'm doing a video on mindfulness, and I am. So Southern Law University is a law school, and everybody knows law school is incredibly stressful. If you're a student, it's stressful. If you're the teacher, it's stressful. If you're an administrator, counselor, or any of the above mentioned or non-mentioned categories, it's stressful. And so massage therapy in this case helps to lower your stress and help your body renew itself because when massage therapy is at its best, it changes over your nervous system. Considering the body runs on two separate systems. You have your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight, flight, or freeze, and then you have your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest, digest, and recover. So when your body can go from one to the other, especially in a stressed situation, you allow your body to repair and renew and give you energy and focus. So the first thing I would suggest is really time out how much you're studying if you're a student. Don't try and do more than maybe 2 hours at a time before you give your brain a break and go do something else. And my suggestion is stretches. And if you're an administrator, a teacher, I recommend doing these stretches also 3 times a day. So this first image is stage 1 of what I like to call wall push-ups. Followed quickly by stage 2. Know that this is not for building up muscle, this is for stretching. For best results, put your foot about halfway through the door and put your other foot behind it so that you are the appropriate distance from the door to perform the stretch. You have to do this stretch 3 times. One at your hips height, one at shoulder height, and one at just above the shoulder height. And all you do is allow your body weight to push you through to a proud chest puffed out halfway through the door so that you're feeling that pectoral muscle get a really good, not a hardcore, but a really good stretch. We're not trying to go to injury at this point. Those of you who have had a while since your last anatomy class, here's an image of a pectoral muscle, and it'll give you a good idea how big it is, so it's really important to stretch it appropriately. If you don't have access to a doorway to do that, here's another simple one. You interlock your fingers behind your head, and then you utilize, just like the picture shows, your elbows to stretch by pushing your elbows behind you and feeling that stretch in your chest. Those of you who want a real challenge, try this corner trick where you put your hands on opposite walls and then you lean forward. You're going to really feel it on both sides here. I love to give you guys options. You can try this one as well. You put your hand in your forearm to the wall, just like is being shown, and then you utilize your body with your hand on the wall and twist until you feel it in your shoulder blades, which is good. Both students and teachers or administrators also spend a lot of time sitting. Here's another good one. You stand up with your feet shoulder width apart, and then you slowly, utilizing your hips as a hinge without bending at the back, lean forward as shown in these pictures. You should start feeling a stretch in your hamstrings if you're doing this correctly. What you do is you go until your tolerance level for the stretch is kind of off, or you can go all the way down like I am, and don't forget to push your booty back. Hold this for about 20 Mississippis. Those are a few examples of things you can do anywhere. All you need is a doorway or just a little bit of space. And mindfulness of how your body functions is very useful considering all the benefits it gives you. Take a break, take a breath, stretch out, because the body wants to run on as little energy as possible. And so if you don't do any stretches or any corrective measures, and you're wondering why your neck hurts, why your back hurts, why you're having such a hard time focusing, anatomy teaches us that very much the same principle with the upper body and the lower body. If you're not using it, very much like focus and memory and knowledge, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. If you don't utilize the full range of your pectoral muscles by stretching and reaching in all different directions, the pectoral's actually going to shrink. So you'll find that your shoulder is going to go more towards your breastbone. And so you have this concave look. And it's a very physical reminder that your body's trying to tell you, okay, hey, I've adapted, it's fine. But at the same time, your trapezius, and just for those who have never seen a trapezius, this is your trapezius. So keep this in mind. When your pectoral muscle shrinks, what happens is that the body forces this to stretch farther. And that neck pain that you have is your trapezius saying, I don't want to do this anymore. And so being mindful of your body is very important in this case. The body will tell you what it needs. And if you're listening, then you can fix it when you need to. In this case, you might not be able to do much, and if the stretches aren't helping very much, that's where you call somebody like me in, a licensed massage therapist. Now, you can utilize two mediums of massage. If you don't feel comfortable disrobing, then a chair massage can still help you in many cases with a lot of this tightening that you're experiencing in your upper body due to long amounts of typing, um, reading, just kind of staying in position where your arms are around your rib cage area and not out like this. I would say that you can't do anything that I've seen effectively enough for legs with chair massage. So you would need table massage. However, if you can find a massage therapist that's willing to work on you if you're in swim trunks, then I would totally suggest it. And I'd recommend hot stones because if your body has adapted to the fact that you're sitting for prolonged amounts of times, keep in mind that you're going to be messing with a lot of muscular structures that go through the pelvis. So you might ask at the end of this video, what if I can't do any of those stretches during my day? What if I'm so busy? What if I'm a teacher and I have to teach 3 classes in a day, spend a boku load of time in my car to and from my place of employment and teaching? What do I do then? What can I do? I don't want to have issues, especially in my upper body or lower body? Well, you can do the lower body stretches in your home before you go to bed. It doesn't take more than like maybe 5 minutes. If you take time to utilize a rhythm method where you complete the stretch slowly because you want to burn through the fusing, the fascia is going to be very, very tense if you've been doing this for a very long time. Like I said before, the body will have adapted to you sitting for prolonged amounts of time, or if you're standing, um, the body is going to have tension. So in that case, I would recommend before you do any of these stretches to take a good hot bath. Heat tends to open up those muscle fibers and open up their ability to get blood flow in, to exchange dead cells for fresh ones before you do any stretches. And especially, you can go through a progressive method where you go to a certain point, you listen to if the body's saying, okay, that's enough, or if the body's like, you know what, today it's not enough. I need to go further into this stretch to get the full beneficial effect. And make sure that you're using the hinges and you're not bending at the back. Make sure that your vertebrae, the spinal column itself, is not helping with that last stretch for your legs. And you can go on Pinterest and look up any other stretch you want so that you are making sure that you are hitting every leg muscle in your body. If you're up and walking around and pointing things out and checking on students, I don't care what age group you're teaching, whether you're in kindergarten or you're teaching college, university levels, if you're up and walking around, those leg muscles are going to be tired. So a hot bath before the stretches should mitigate some of the ache. And for your upper body, I care about you guys deeply, so I got a stretch for you. This looks exactly how you work it. You lay flat on your back and you allow your shoulders to go out to the sides and lay flat on the floor. This has a beneficial effect of utilizing just the weight of your arms to stretch your pectorals. And if you want a little bit more workout, you get a blanket folded, like shown, and put it underneath you. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, check out MassageWise. I've got more footage for you, and feel free to leave a comment below if you have questions. I enjoy hearing from you guys. Like, comment, subscribe.